Alright, what's going on, everyone? Connor on Shane. We're back live at the hotel. But so today, guys, this is going to be a very, very important video. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about and bring up today, mainly with the microcap coins, because there's been a lot of coins that have been dumping, a lot of projects that that I've talked about on the channel consistently multiple times. That the charts are just not looking good. These projects are not holding up. And you know what? I think it's very important to know and understand, the risks just with these micro caps, because I feel like a lot of people still don't understand how important it is to manage your risk and to just, do your own research mainly. And I want people to just be safe when it comes to being in this crypto market, when it comes to being especially exposed to a lot of micro caps. All right. So mainly I want to talk about Zapex today. So Zapex has had a complete dump, over the last couple of days. I just talked about this on my channel the other day. It was real quick. I didn't bring up too much about it, but Zapex has had a complete dump. It looks like it was rugged, but, from what I've seen and what I've jumped into their Telegram, there's just been a clear miscommunication, or not even miscommunication, a clear lack of communication with the entire team. Just, when it comes to their project, they haven't responded to anything. They haven't really posted too much, and in my opinion, it's you got clear red flags all across the board. And so Zapex has just started to tank, and I'm here to mainly tell you guys that that I'm sorry if you guys are invested in Zapex and you've lost money, because again, I know I've talked about it a lot, especially on the channel here, because this was one of my highest conviction, mainly utility plays in the crypto space right now. And full disclosure, I still own all mine. I've held because it just feels right. I'm not gonna just sell, not tell anyone. I'm still holding the bag here. I've lost a good chunk, and again, I just want to apologize to everyone because, again, these micro caps are so fucking risky, okay? And when it comes to managing your risk, it's so important to not be throwing heavy amounts of money, just based, just, I don't even know. Let me reword my brain right now. It's very important to not just throw all of your net worth into one coin at one time and expect it to do a 10x. Because when it comes to projects doing that, or people doing that, and they expect these projects to deliver crazy and vast amounts of stuff, it's never going to be the case. Microcap projects, especially brand new ones, are always going to be risky. This normally isn't the case for a lot of them, especially really solid projects that that I aim to talk about, that I look to find, that I actually invest in, and that I bring up on the channel. But it's times like these where projects just, sometimes projects do end up going down and they dump, they drop. And, it's really unfortunate. And, again, it's I'm just a human being. I'm right here with you guys. It's most of the coins I'm in, I talk about. And if I'm not, I'm telling you guys they're on my radar, watching them, or if I'm in them or not. And Zapex I've been holding for a long time. I'm down a good chunk, like I said, and it's tough. It's tough seeing these coins go down. And again, I just want to apologize one more time to say, if you guys are in Zapex or have lost money, I really mean it. I'm sorry that I've had this on my radar for you guys to see. But this is why I'm bringing up risk management, though, and I'll kind of claim it again and say it again. Is when you're investing in these low caps, investing in these micro caps, you guys cannot be aping heavy amounts of money into these coins. Yes, you can invest what your risk tolerance is going to be, obviously, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you buy this coin, buy this one, and buy this one. These are coins, again, that I'm watching, projects that I just have on my radar that I'm either invested in or watching. I feel like I've repeated myself 3 times already, but you guys have to manage your risk, as in put a small chunk of your portfolio into coins that are this small, that are this risky. because a small amount can go such a far way when it comes to investing in any micro caps. And it's like I've had a ton of these micro caps on my radar for a long time. Even Bypass, bro. This was another one. Bypass has done the same thing. It's unbelievable. It's like I got in literally up here in Bypass. I had such high belief in Bypass, and this coin has just dropped all the way down as well. It's the same thing. These projects, it's just a lot of them, like this just happens, It's like if you find anyone else that talks about these micro caps, like I don't really know if a lot of people really talk about them like that, especially on YouTube, but most of the time there's going to be a lot of them that end up doing this. It's part of the game, but at the same time, as I'm starting to get a little bit more traction on YouTube, I don't want to be starting to talk about these coins and bringing these up because, I'm not here to shill these bullshit projects. Like, I have high faith in these projects when I find them, and I know how to manage my own risk, but I can't trust that everyone else that's watching me, like you guys, knows how to manage your risk like that, and I just feel very responsible, when I talk about these projects that I really like and things like this happen, But again, you have to understand that it's part of the game when it comes to very low cap crypto gem hunting, basically. Because even if coins get the hype, they have the hype when they first launch, they're going to move up pretty heavily. But the reason why, the way that I look for these gems and hold is for things kind of like this. Not like this, but, I like for titanium, for example, is an unbelievable call. But, we look for gems that are, continuously building. They had a launch here, came back down, and they were chilling here, continuously building, continuously grinding, and working their ass off, And look what happened. This is just one unbelievably parabolic. And this is what I expect with a lot of projects. Delta's another one. They launched, they kind of went down for a while. But again, they continued to build, they continued to thrive. They showed transparency, and prices come up, and it's been going up like crazy. And right here, obviously, the market's dump. It's taken a nice dump over, the last, couple days. But, there's a lot going on with the market, too, in which I think a lot of coins have been taking, very big hits, lately and recently. A bunch of random coins have been up today. A bunch of random ones are down. And again, it's this is just what it comes with when you're playing the game with microcaps. And I'm trying to be just as honest and transparent with you guys because, I'm just another person on the internet. I'm giving you guys my opinion on certain coins that I'm watching or that I'm in. It's for the most part, I'm right there with you guys in these coins, watching these and, feeling the same feeling when these dump and when they go up, because these are just, again, these are my opinions. But again, I don't want you guys to take this as full out buy signals every time, I bring up a coin on YouTube. But what I've learned is I can't just hope that people listen to that, because people are always going to do that. And it's a lot of projects like this is the same idea. But when it comes to this project, LP specifically, I'm still very beyond bullish on this. This is part of, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to projects launching, their volume dies. And this is going to be the beginning of liquid protocol here. Again, I expect this one to continue trending sideways for a while, could do whatever, before it goes up. But this is kind of what I look for when it comes to microcaps. And like I said, some other charts look terrible. Some charts look like this. But they're kind of these phases when it comes to microcaps. Because again, this is the most crucial time for these coins. Because when their hype is gone, when their drawdown is continuing to just go down and go down, when they're still building, still supporting the community, the team is still there, they're fully transparent, still going hard. This is where you find the gems and some of the best entries that you could get possible. And I want you guys to understand this is why and how I play the game. This happened with a lot of different coins, like even Soil here. Same thing, got in here, Had another DCA or two down here, but same thing. Launched, even though this was maybe a month worth of time, before it ended up really moving. But a lot of projects do something similar, even if it's on a greater time horizon, And this is what I aim to find and figure out. And we got reset starting to move, starting to show some signs it's gonna pump. But yeah, like I said, a lot of coins they're gonna do what they do. And that's mainly what I wanted to bring up today with these microcap coins. Because honestly, I think in the future, I probably will not be shilling or talking about too many like very tiny coins anymore. I'm gonna be bringing up like smaller cap coins, but at the same time, like you guys have to understand on my side, like I'm really not trying to shill or throw any coins that are actually on my radar out to people and then have you guys lose money on stuff like this, because that is like the opposite of my intention when it comes to being here for everyone. Like I want you guys to be very safe. I want you guys to be in great coins and to make insane gains. But when it comes to just when I have my whole watch list like just out like this, you guys can go search every ticker, check them out. But at this point, yeah, I want to be way more cautious, like talking about coins in this game. But at the same time, there's a lot of coins that have done unbelievable numbers too. So this is what I mean though. It's, you can call 10 different micro caps, and from some of the gains we've got on coins I've talked about here, we've had maybe 7, 8 that have done unbelievable X's, anywhere from 5, 10, 15 X's, 20 X's, versus, 1 or 2 that have just taken like big hits. Just from a risk to reward perspective, it doesn't match, right? Because it's like, that's what I mean by managing your risk. Because with me, it's like I get in small on each of these projects, and whatever happens with them. I'm here to make sure that these projects, in my opinion, look like they're the most solid and best projects you could be invested in at the current market cap. But there's always a risk. Like I said, Zapex was one of my highest literal conviction projects in crypto right now. Because I think RVF, which is Rocket X Exchange, is going to be multi-billion-dollar market cap. And I really did believe that Zapex could do that. But again, their team just they just weren't there. So I don't know. I just lost my faith and my optimism on this project. But it's always a risk, guys. That's what I want you to understand. Do not be throwing half your net worth into these coins. Like, please don't do that. If you're looking at very tiny coins, throw a small chunk in. That's all I want you guys to understand. Because at the end of the day, again, I feel responsible for you guys losing a lot of money, if not, a whole bag of money, and I don't want to do that. Even though, again, it's part of the game. It's part of crypto. And as long as you guys understand that and where I'm coming from, that's all that really is important to me, right? And I'm also here to say, again, I'm sorry that some of the projects I've talked about have been, they've been dropping. They've been going down, extremely hard. But, again, it's part of the game. And as long as you guys understand, manage your risk, and don't take every single video that I drop as a buy signal, because it's not. I'm here to just show you guys, give you guys my opinion on the market and different coins, different projects, just get my perspective on things. So that's kind of what I wanted to bring up and talk about today, because, I feel like this is a side, especially of microcaps, that a lot of people don't see very often or don't think about. All they see is people getting in at the bottom of these projects at 200K market cap and it goes to 60 million, But they don't see that, a lot of these coins that they invest in, they go up, they come down, but sometimes they don't go back up, So I'm just trying to be as real as I can with you guys, because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm investing just like most of you guys. I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars in capital, to be, expending into like these coins and not give a fuck about if they go up or down, Like, I'm out here trying to make the best, greatest return I possibly can and make the best, greatest return that I possibly can for you all. So that's all I got to bring up today, and I hope you guys can just understand my perspective and where I'm coming from with this stuff. So anyways, we got a lot more gems coming. A lot of projects have done very well in the last month. Especially BRC20s have gone crazy. So expect a lot more BRC20 stuff. Gonna be dropping a lot of crypto gaming, AI, basically the whole thing, bro. I got a lot of different new projects coming that I want to talk about, I'll bring up. And that's all I got for you guys. So I appreciate everyone here. And I want to apologize again if you guys are down on some money. But just please understand like what I'm saying in this video. But from here, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you.